you want to learn how to make a teamwork OBBY button like this, and stick around for the rest of the video. Alright, to start, you want to create your button, and it's simple by just using 2 cylinders. You can create the base of the button by taking a cylinder and scaling it down like this, and scaling it up, and then down like that. This would be the base, and then you can color this black, and then make it smooth plastic. And then you can duplicate this button, shrink it down a little bit, move it up, move it over, and then make this red, make this neon. All right, so this will be our button. So now you want to take this part, which is the press button, and you want to duplicate it and scale it up like this, and this will be the zone. And now you want to make this transparent. So set transparency to 1, and then set can collide to false. So whenever they enter this zone, this button will press down instead of using just touch when pressing the button. Now make sure all this is anchored, and then we can name it accordingly. So I'll name this base, name this press, and then name this zone. And now we want to create the door. So to do that, I'm just going to use a simple regular part for this, and I'm going to anchor it, and I'm going to name it door in here. And then I'm going to scale up to the size that I want. I want it to be like this, and then I'm going to make it yellow, and I'll put it right here. Take everything here that you just created and then group it together. And then you can name this button. Now you also need to insert the zones module script, which is in the description below, or you can get my plugin and it's already saved in here. You can save any scripts you want. So for example, if I want the zone script right here, I can do this and then click add custom script, and then it'll be in here. So then I can just insert it however I want. But once you insert the zone script, you want to put it in replicated storage and just have it like that. Now in the button, you want to insert a script and just name this manager, and then do this. I'm going to make a note just for organization, and I'm going to name this vars for variables. And I'm going to put local press part equals script.parent.press. That's the red button. Local zone part equals script.parent.zone. That's the zone when they enter. Local door equals script.parent.door. Local down equals false. Down is going to be our cooldown. So if someone's already pressing it, then someone else can't press it again. Now I'm going to make modules, and then local zone module equals require game.replicate storage.zone. Local zone equals zone module dot new zone part, like that. So we can use this to determine when the player enters or exits. Now we have to create the tweens. Tweens are basically just a smoother way of repositioning parts, and it makes everything look nicer, so I recommend using this. So I'm just gonna tweens, and then local TS for tween service equals game get service tween service. Local TI for tween info equals tween info.new 0.3 enum.easing style .circular enum.easing direction in out, or I'll do in, and then 0 false 0. Make sure you add a comma after everything or it'll error. Now we have to create the tweens. So local down tween, and this is going to be the tween for when the button goes down. So we do TS create press part, so the red button, TI, that's our tween info. Now you want to put the curly brackets, and this is going to be our properties for what we want the part to do. So we're going to do position equals vector3.new. Now you want to go to your press part here, and you want to move it down to where you want it to go when it's stepped on. So I'll move it to like here. This is where I want it to go. So then you want to go down, and you want to go to C frame position, and we're going to copy that position right there, and then put that right here. Now I'm going to move this back up to here. And then I also want to change the color. So I'm going to put a comma after that, and then do color equals color3.new. and then I'll put green because I want the button to turn green. Now you can just copy this, name this, paste it, and then name it up tween. And then you can copy the position, and this is where it's going to be like when it comes back up, and then you could just replace it like that. And then you can change the color back to red. Now we have to create the door tween. So local door tween open equals TS, create door TI transparency equals 1. And then local door tween close equals TS, create door TI transparency equals 0. So that's our tweens done. Now we can get into the main code. So I'll just name this main code. Now I can do zone.player entered connect function. So the zone is that invisible part we created, and this will check whenever a player enters the zone. So I can do if not down then, meaning if it's not on cooldown, or if someone isn't already pressing it, then down equals true. And I can do down tween play, and then door tween open play, and then door can collide equals false. Okay, so I somehow forgot to put the equal signs between down tween and up tween. Don't forget that because that's necessary. So then door can collide equals false, and then we can just copy this and then do player exited, and then if down, then down equals false, door tween up tween play, door tween close play, and then door.can't collide equals true. Now that's the script done, and let's go ahead and test it. Now you can see I'm loaded into the game, so if I walk over to the part, it presses down and the door opens. Don't forget that my plugin is in the description below, and if this video helped you, make sure to subscribe.